Hi, welcome to this dumbbell workout. This is session 1 of 6. Please make sure that if you haven't already, check the link in the description for the how-to video on the 12-week program. Yes, this is an isolated workout, but it's part of a bigger 12-week program. So if you want to find out more information about that and how to structure your weights, your reps and sets over the coming weeks, then check out that video first and then come back to this one. Also, I've done my warm-up already, so there's a link in the description for another warm-up that you can do before you start the session. Now, I've got 4 exercises for you today. All I'm going to do is going to show you the technique, explain to you the methodology, and then give you the reps and the sets, and then you're going to go away and complete them. Okay, so first exercise is a goblet squat. Now, I'll show you unloaded first just to get that technique. So goblet squat, so the weight's going to be either in 2 hands or 1 hand on your chest. I want your feet hip to shoulder width apart. First cue, soften the knees. Second cue, just screw the knees out. And then you're going to descend on a 3-second count. And then 1 second up. Let me show you that by the side. So again, 3, 2, 1, up, squeeze the glutes. Now, in terms of the weight selection, we've got 4 sets that we're going to do. And you want to increase the weights as you go. So each set that you do, and then by the time you get to the 4th one, I want you to be choosing a weight that is about failure for around 8 reps. You maybe do a few more, but just to give you some guidance. So if I was to pick up a dumbbell and hold it in my chest rather than 2, you're going to do your 3 sets of 8 on a 3-1 tempo. So 3, 2, 1, stand. You take a minute rest in between each set. And then we're going to have this big 1 set at the finish where we're really going to focus on this eccentric loading and something called a loaded stretch at the bottom. So this is what your final set is going to look like. Again, you would have increased your weight. I want you to change to a 5-second down. So you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really important now you hold for 2 seconds before standing. And that is, again, you're doing as many reps as you possibly can on that failure set. So it's really important you record how many reps you did and then the weight that you lifted so that you can improve on that in the coming weeks. So that's exercise number 1. The second exercise you're going to be working is dumbbell bench press. So I'm just going to pick up again a weight that I know I'm comfortable for 8 reps. You're going to be doing 2 sets as kind of like warm-up sets first. Again, 3-1 tempo. So dumbbells are above your chest, shoulder blade tucked back, and then proceed to drop down for 3 seconds, and then nice and fast punch them up towards the ceiling. So 3 down, 1 up, 8 reps. You're then going to rest for 60 seconds or just changing the weight. So each set you want to improve the weights that you're lifting, so you'll get to this final 3rd set. Now we're going to do exactly as we did before. We're going to change the tempo on that final set to increase the intensity. So you would increase your weights on that final set, 5 seconds. Feel the stretch. Hold for 2 and then lift. Again, how many reps can you do? Record your numbers, and that's the second exercise. Your 3rd exercise is dumbbell kickbacks. We're going to be focusing on the triceps. It's a smaller muscle group, so the weight's going to be much smaller. Now, there's a slight difference in your approach to this one, so listen up for me. Let's get the technique right first. So when we're doing those dumbbell kickbacks, we're in a bent over row position. My back's nice and flat. I want to be able to get the elbows nice and high, so actually higher than the back. From that position there, chest slightly lifted, chin tucked in, 1 second out, so you can fully lock out the arm. 3 seconds back. Kick it up. 3 seconds back. Okay, so we're going to be doing, again, 3 sets. Increase the weight each time. Take 60 seconds rest in between. Now, this last set's a little bit different. So we're going to focus on some rest pause, these micro sets of 3 reps. But let me just explain to you how it's going to work. So in your last set, you want to be doing a weight that essentially you're going to be failing anywhere between 8 and 12 repetitions. As soon as you've finished the 12 reps, you're going to put down the dumbbells for 20 seconds. So you need a timer. Now, roughly about 15 seconds, pick them back up, and you're going to do this micro set of 3 reps. So 1, keep the tempo on. 2, same tempo. 3, and then back down. You're looking to do anywhere between 1 to 5 micro sets. If you literally cannot make the 3rd rep, that is failure, and that might happen on the first set because you've just taken it to failure seconds before. If you end up getting 5 sets and you could have gone on more, the weight that you lifted was probably not heavy enough from the beginning. So that's the rest pause technique that you're going to be using, and I'm going to be using that kind of technique spaced out with different exercises throughout the 12-week program. Let's move on to your next exercise. So your final exercise is going to be a dumbbell lateral raise. We're going to be hitting the shoulders. So technique-wise, let's get that right first. Shoulder blades slightly back. Keep the knees nice and soft. Tummy nice and tight. 1 up, shoulder height. Slight bend in the elbow. 3 seconds down. Keep that slight pull. 1 second up. 3 seconds down. So you'll do your 8 reps again. You're going to do 3 sets. On the 3rd set, we take it to failure, and then we do the rest pause technique for a further 1 to 5 sets of 3 reps, just like we did before on the tricep kickbacks, and that are your 4 exercises that you're doing in session 1. Please make sure that before you finish, you just have a little bit of a stretch of all the muscles that we've used. I'll see you very soon for session 2.